Three Olympians, sons of Titans, who battled the Titans long ago, the brothers Zeus, Neeson, Poseidon, Danae Huston, and Hades, Ralph Fiennes. Hades provided the means of defeating the Titans with his creation, the Kraken. After the Titans' defeat, Zeus created humans and ruled them while Poseidon ruled the sea, but Hades, having been deceived by Zeus, was forced to rule the underworld. Zeus and Poseidon gained power from the prayers of humans, but Hades learns another way, fear. Fisherman Spyros finds a coffin in the sea, inside baby Perseus and dead mum Danae. Spyros raises Perseus, Sam Worthington. One day, as humans declare war against the gods, Hades orders a massacre in which Spyros' whole family is killed. Perseus survives. The surviving soldiers take Perseus back to Argos. During a feast for the returning soldiers, King Capheus, Vincent Regan, and Queen Cassiopeia of Argos compare themselves and their daughter, Andromeda, Alexa Davalos, to the gods. Hades appears in the courtroom, convincing Zeus to teach humans a lesson, kills the remaining soldiers while Perseus is unaffected. Revealing Perseus to be the demigod son of Zeus and aging Cassiopeia to death, Hades threatens that if Princess Andromeda is not sacrificed to the Kraken, Argos will be destroyed in 10 days. Hermes, Alexander Siddig, the messenger god, approaches Zeus on Olympus, revealing the location of his son Perseus. Hermes suggests offering Perseus sanctuary, but Zeus declares that he shall be left to his fate, along with the other infidel mortals. Perseus is jailed as a demigod and is visited by Io, a woman who does not age as punishment for refusing to be seduced by a god. Io reveals Acrisius, former king of Argos, rebelled against Zeus and Zeus transformed into Acrisius and had sex with his wife Danae. Acrisius put Danae and Perseus in coffin, and enraged Zeus struck Acrisius with lightning, leaving him hideously disfigured. Perseus agrees to kill Kraken as that will weaken Hades and the gods. He and Argos' finest soldiers embark on a quest to find the Stygian witches with a pair of Persian monster hunters named Ixis, Hans Matheson, and Kukuk, Mulaud Achour, and Io following. Hades visits Acrisius, now called Calibos, and tells him that Perseus, son of Zeus from Danae, lives. He also says that he wants to kill Zeus and wants Acrisius to help kill off Perseus. Hades imbues Calibos with superhuman powers. In the woods, Perseus and his men discover a sword forged in Olympus that will only display power if it is wielded by Perseus. Also, Zeus' sacred herd of flying horses, the Pegasus. However, Perseus refuses both the sword and the pure black Pegasus that the gods offer as assistance. The soldiers' leader Draco keeps the sword while Pegasus follows them willfully. Calibos attacks the group and kills many but flees as he loses his hand. Calibos's blood forms giant scorpions from the sand that attack Perseus and his group. The few survivors are saved by the Jinn, a band of once human desert sorcerers who have replaced their earthly flesh with ash and dark magic. The mysterious beings are able to hypnotize the scorpions into submission. Though not trusted prior to healing Perseus's wound, the Jinn leader, Sheikh Suleiman, Ian White, joins Perseus's group. The Jinn want to see the gods' wish for destruction fail. The heroes arrive at Garden of Stygia, learning from the Stygian witches that the head of the Gorgon Medusa, Natalia Vodianova, could kill the Kraken, but that Perseus and his group will die in the process. Perseus is visited by Zeus, who offers him asylum on Mount Olympus, but he refuses. Zeus gives him instead a golden drachma, which Perseus later learns is a means to bribe Charon for passage into the underworld. While Io remains outside Medusa's lair, due to a spell that forbids any woman from entering the area, Perseus' remaining soldiers fight hard to stay alive but are turned to stone one by her gaze. But with Suleiman's self-destructing and Draco's sacrifice, Perseus manages to behead Medusa. Perseus emerges to see Calibos kill Io by stabbing her from behind. Perseus engages Calibos in combat and kills him using the sword from Olympus, turning him back into Acrisius in human form. With his final breath as Hades' power leaves him, Acrisius tells Perseus to never become a god. Perseus stays with the dying Io until she passes on, then rides Pegasus back to Argos with Medusa's head to find some of Argos' citizens have formed a cult of Hades and are planning to sacrifice Andromeda to the Kraken against the king's wishes. By then, Hades reveals to Zeus the destruction of Argos will give him enough power to overthrow the other Olympians before leaving his powerless brother to ensure his victory. Perseus returns to Argos, but Hades sends his harpies to stop him. Perseus defeats the creatures sent by Hades and uses the head of Medusa to turn the Kraken into stone as Capheus is killed by the cult leader, who is then crushed under the shattering Kraken. Hades appears and sneers that Perseus cannot kill him, since he is a god. Perseus retorts that while Hades can live forever, it will not be in the world of men, and uses the sword to banish Hades back to the underworld. Because Perseus has saved Argos from destruction, Andromeda suggests that Perseus become king and rule Argos at her side, but he declines. Zeus appears before Perseus again and offers to make him a god, but for a second time he refuses. Zeus warns Perseus that Hades will return to rule the world in darkness when he amasses enough fear from mankind. Since Perseus is intent on staying on Earth, Zeus resurrects Io, and the two embrace while Pegasus flies above them.